What if I told you that right now you could be trapped in a cage without even realizing it? A cage made of habits, desires, and behaviors that you feel you can't control. Addiction isn't always obvious. It hides in plain sight, feeding on your time, your energy, and your life. In this video, we're going to uncover how addiction silently chains you and why it's not as easy to spot as you think. Addiction is a word that we all know, but not everyone truly understands. It's more than just substance abuse or destructive behaviors. It's a quiet, creeping force that can take over different areas of your life without you even realizing it. Whether it's social media, gaming, gambling, or something else entirely, addiction starts small but grows, quietly binding you with invisible chains. In today's world, addiction doesn't just appear as a physical substance or a big, obvious problem. Instead, it's often disguised as a harmless habit, something that seems harmless at first but can easily snowball into something much bigger. We get comfortable, then trapped, without even realizing how deep the issue has become. For example, here are the many faces of addiction. Addiction is no longer confined to just drugs or alcohol. It can manifest in different forms that are often disguised as harmless hobbies or coping mechanisms. Social media addiction, for example, has been shown to release dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter in the brain, leading to compulsive behaviors. A study published in Computers in Human Behavior found that people who use social media excessively are more likely to experience feelings of anxiety and depression. Similarly, gambling addiction has a major impact on individuals' financial and emotional stability. The National Institute on Drug Abuse reports that gambling can trigger the brain's reward system in similar ways to substance abuse, leading to the development of unhealthy behaviors. Gaming addiction, while sometimes brushed off as just a phase, is another serious issue. A study in the Journal of Behavioral Addictions found that excessive gaming is associated with poor sleep patterns, emotional instability, and decreased social interaction, all of which can negatively affect overall life satisfaction. And so, here's a question that we often neglect. Why it's so hard to see the problem of being addicted? The problem with addiction is that it often doesn't look like what we expect it to. Addiction doesn't always look like a person sitting in a dark room using drugs. It can look like someone mindlessly scrolling through their phone, binge-watching Netflix, or spending hours on a video game. The real danger lies in the fact that these activities seem so normal, so benign, and we often don't recognize the harm they're doing to our lives. According to Psychology Today, addiction thrives in secrecy. People often don't acknowledge their habits until they reach a crisis point. Whether it's ignoring the fact that they're spending too much time online or not recognizing the emotional toll of compulsive behaviors, addiction is easy to hide and easy to justify. How about its impact? Addiction, no matter the form it takes, can have a serious impact on your mental, emotional, and physical health. Research from the American Psychological Association has found that addiction negatively affects relationships, work productivity, and overall happiness. People who are addicted to social media, for example, often experience lower self-esteem and higher levels of stress, according to a study in the Journal of Social and Clinical Psychology. It also affects your brain chemistry. Studies show that addiction to activities like social media or gaming triggers the release of dopamine, the same chemical released in substance abuse. This constant dopamine hit rewires your brain, making you feel pleasure from the activity and causing you to crave it more and more, creating a vicious cycle. And so, where am I going with all these information? Let me summarize it for you. Addiction doesn't always show up as a glaring problem. It's quiet, sneaky, and it can take root in places we least expect. But recognizing the silent chains that addiction places on our lives is the first step to breaking free. If you're feeling stuck, remember this: you're not alone, and you're not powerless. But acknowledging the problem is only the beginning. Stay tuned for the next video, where we'll tackle the next critical step: breaking free from denial and facing the truth head-on.